Okay, so here is a quick review of composite functions. Remember, composite functions are functions inside functions. They're nested functions. The two functions we're working with right now are f of x equals 2x plus 3 and g of x equals x minus 4. The problem we have is f of g of x, and we want to simplify that. We want to evaluate that. So this looks a little bit different from what we usually do, because usually we see something like f of g of 3, something like that, where there's a number instead of a variable. But we're going to use the same exact principles. So we're going to do the inside, then the outside. We'll find the answer to the inside, and then plug that answer in to the outside function. So the inside function, technically it's telling us to replace every x we see in the g equation with another x. And if you think about that for a second, that's just going to give us the same thing. If I replace this x with an x, it's going to give me the same thing. So what I'm going to do is replace this whole g of x right here with the right side of my g of x equation. So I'll get, when I rewrite this, f of x minus 4. Another way you can think of this is with the rules of equivalence. We have g of x is equal to x minus 4. Because we have this equal sign right here, that's the same thing as saying g of x is x minus 4. They're the same exact thing. We can interchange them. So as soon as we see a g of x here, we see that same g of x here, we can replace it with the x minus 4, because they are the same exact thing. That equal sign tells us that they are the same thing. That's what equals means. Okay, so now we have f of x minus 4, and this is an instruction telling us to take x minus 4, bring it to the f equation, and take every x we see and replace it with this. Okay, so every x we see in the f equation, we're going to replace it with what we've got in these parentheses, and we're going to do just that. So I have 2, I'm going to open my parentheses, x minus 4 plus 3. So I took this and I put it in here. Okay, so let's just simplify that using the distributive property. 2 times x is 2x. 2 times negative 4 is negative 8. We still have a plus 3. We didn't do anything to that. Simplify it a little more. 2x, combine these guys, they're like terms, that'll give us negative 5. So finally, we have f of g of x, remember we always want to bring it back to the original problem, is equal to 2x minus 5. Again, what we did was we looked at our original problem. We saw that g of x is just telling us to take the right side of the equation and put it into the f equation. We plugged everything in, we distributed, and then we got our final answer. So we have a new set of equations, and I want you to pause this video and try it for yourself. So I want you to find out what g of f of x is. So once you pause that video, we're going to use these two equations, and then once you think you've figured it out, you can press play and see if you got the right answer. Okay, so this one's a little bit different. We have g of f of x instead of f of g of x, but it's the same idea. We do the inside and then the outside. So our inside is f of x, which technically is an instruction to go to the f equation and look at all the x's and replace them with, well, another x, which is going to give us that same thing. Or we could just use that law of equivalence and see that f of x is equal to 2x. That means they're the same exact thing. So I'm going to replace this guy with 2x, okay? So I rewrite this as g of 2x. Remember, f of x is 2x, so I replace the f of x with a 2x. Now this is a new instruction telling me to take this 2x and put it into the g equation wherever I see an x. So here and here, those are going to become 2x. So let's do that right now. So I have 3, open my parentheses, 2x plus 2. I'm going to do parentheses again, even though we're inside parentheses, plus 1. Okay, let's simplify that a little bit. 3 times 2x is 6x plus, let's distribute that 2, so 2 times 2x is going to give us 4x, and 2 times 1 is going to give us 2. Finally, let's combine like terms. These guys are like terms, so we have 10x plus 2, and of course we always want to bring it back to this original question. We wanted to know what g of f of x is, so let's write that right here. G of f of x is equal to 10x plus 2. Again, we just wrote in the right side of the f of x equation, and we put it into the g of x equation, and then we just simplified. And that's how we do composite functions when we're using a variable instead of a number.